Rolling. Hi, this is Jess Brondo, and we're in our second series of the Edges College Prep blog. And this episode is focused on students in their senior year of high school. And obviously, if you're a senior in high school or the parent of a senior in high school, you know that there's not much time left. So you should be enjoying every moment that you have of your high school experience. But in terms of your college prep checklist, there are a couple of things that you still have left to do. So today's video, we're going to be focused on what to do if you've been waitlisted. And as the number of students applying to U.S. universities increases, and the number of seats available in freshman classes is not increasing at that same rate, a lot of students are going to find themselves on waitlists for their top choice schools. And I do want to preface this by saying that only a very small percentage of students on the waitlist actually get accepted, but there still are students who do. So if you're waitlisted at one of your top choice schools and you really do want to give it a shot, there are definitely things that you can do to increase your chances. So before I talk about those tips, I just want to discuss the idea of hedging, because I've seen a couple of students in the past go all in on their top choice school that they've been waitlisted at and sort of forget about a backup plan. And obviously that's not a good idea, because we don't want to be in a situation where we don't get accepted off the waitlist and don't have, our second or third choice school to go to in the fall. So what you do want to keep in mind are the deadlines of your second, third, fourth choice schools that you've gotten into for when you need to hand in your deposit money. And if it's getting close to the time when your deposit is due for your other school and you haven't heard back from your waitlist school, you might want to consider sending in your deposit just to guarantee that you do have a spot at a great school for the fall. Unfortunately, if you do get in off the waitlist from your top choice school, you are going to have to forego that deposit that you put down at the other school, but you really don't want to risk not having any decent school to go to in the fall. So now that we discussed that, let's talk about a couple of tips to help you improve your chances of getting into the school. So the first thing that you want to do is send in a formal update of anything exciting, interesting, or of note that you've done since you submitted your initial application. So, if your average or GPA went up, that's something that you'd want to send. If you've taken any more standardized tests and have those scores, you can definitely send those in, obviously only if you've improved. If you've gotten any awards, even if they're just in your high school, they are going to make a difference from the application that got you waitlisted. So anything really interesting that you've done since applying is great to update them and let them know that you've done it. The next thing you want to do is get in touch with them and start a dialogue with them. So there's a couple of ways you can do that. Obviously, you can pick up the phone, and I would definitely recommend that you do that, and talk to the admissions office. See what your chances are. If they have an ordered waitlist, find out where you are on the waitlist to get an accurate assessment of how likely it is that you'll get in. You can also have your parent do that. You can have a guidance counselor do that, but definitely start a dialogue with the school. The other ways that you can talk to your school is through online resources like zinch.com. If you make yourself a profile there, there's easy channels for you to communicate with most U.S. universities, and you can talk directly with an admissions officer. Some of them will have actual students responding. So just getting your name out there and keeping it fresh on their minds is a great thing to do in order to increase your chances. Now, one of the best things that you can do, if you're able, is go for another visit, because you taking the time and making the effort to go visit that school again is really going to show them that you want that school. When you visit, you always want to stop by the admissions office If you can, maybe sit in on a class, try to talk to a student. But when you do visit and you do have that face-to-face contact, what you really want to get across is that that is your number one school, that you are so passionate about it. You want to emphasize exactly why you think it's the perfect fit for you and really show them how much you want to go there, because they're going to have a lot of students on that wait list. So you need to show them why this means so much to you and why they should let you in instead of someone else on the wait list. The other thing that you can do is write another essay. Now, it doesn't have to be a creative essay like your personal statement. This should just be kind of your last-ditch effort, really, listing all of the reasons why you would be the perfect fit for them and why their school is the perfect fit for you. And then you can send that in along with additional letters of recommendation. So this is where, if you have a friend who's an alumni of that school, or if you have any sort of connection to that school, or an additional outside resource like a boss at a job, or the director of a place where you've been volunteering for 4 years, or a coach, this is where you really want to send in some more letters of recommendation, because that's going to just paint a better picture of who you are and why you're so fabulous and they should let you in off of the wait list. And then the other thing that you can do is have your guidance counselor send in an additional update or schedule a time to talk with their local admissions rep to really, really emphasize how badly you want this. And so those are just some general tips on what you can do to increase your chances if you are stuck on the wait list. And as always, if you have specific questions about specific schools, you can always reach us at vlog, V like Victor, LOG, at edgeincollegeprep.com. And I hope this was helpful for you. We'll be touching base again next month to talk about scholarships. And in a couple of weeks, we'll be doing another episode for students in their junior year of high school and what they should be thinking about. So have a great night, and thanks for watching.